Alright guys, we're back. Good morning. This is a morning shave. I've already had a decent amount of this coffee drank. I already did a mail call video, so I'm a little bit awake. But we got my TRC cup. Let's take a drink here. That's good shit. Black coffee, a little bit of sugar. Today, we're knocking out a few hashtags. Hashtag Menthol Monday, hashtag Matti Monday. Ecto Cooler, that is a reference to the old high C drink, the orange drink that was themed off of, what was it, Ghostbusters? Yeah, the old Slimer and all that jazz on the label. So this one here was Marion the Barbarian's idea. So he wanted an Ecto Cooler themed shaving soap. He was asking around, seeing if any artisans were willing to do it. Matti Lindholm ultimately was the one who said, "Yep, I'll do it, no problem." Matti didn't even realize, I was watching his video, he didn't even take the time to consider he had never made a menthol soap before. So he took on that task of making his first menthol soap, and when he finally got the completed product, he sent it along. I love Matti's new jars. Perfect fucking size. I wish the whole industry offered these small 70-gram tubs. I love that size. The storage, the perfect amount. Like, I don't need 4, 5, 6 ounces. Like, I have 300, 400 soaps. Like, I don't fucking need 5 ounces. Anyways, let's get into it before the shave goes on too long. So we already got it lathered up over here in the Lancaster Razorworks bowl, staple of my everyday shaves. Absolutely love that thing. Today, we're going a little bit more simplistic with our Thäter Silvertip brush. This has a very basic bitch handle that I'm not very fond of, and it's not because it's small. I just don't think it looks good. But the knot on top is fantastic. That Silvertip Badger is wonderful. I love that thing. First heard about it from So Sharp David, and since I respect his opinion, I went in and bought it, and glad I did. That little brush is a workhorse. I would recommend it to anyone. Not the densest brush in the game. It's definitely an old school traditional Badger brush, but it has great flow through, really soft tips, and ultimately I love the way it feels. There's just this slight scrub, but soft tips, not scritchy or scratchy. Really nice. It's a bulb shape, which I find seems to be more my preference. I like bulbs because they typically have just a little bit more backbone, and since I'm a bowl latherer, that backbone comes in handy. Although when I do kind of work it into the face, I don't like so much backbone that I have to apply a lot of pressure to get it to splay and stuff like that. And there will be absolutely no splaying issues with this brush here. None at all. So this is a mentholated soap, as I was saying. I have quite the high tolerance to mentholated products. I have a glacial Stirling bath soap that I use, and I quite enjoy that as well. I've used many high menthol soaps and aftershaves, and I've actually added menthol into the mix just to take it to an obscene level. So I have quite the high tolerance for menthol. This one here, to me, seems to be on the low end, nothing to be scared of. But this is just the first pass, you know. It always kicks up a little bit when you have freshly shaven skin and you're applying that second pass of soap. Matti's soap always lathers up super easy. Simplistic ingredients. One thing I didn't show, you got the label right there. Doesn't really tell you much. I wish it would, but they chose to do something a little different. On the inside of the cap, they have all the information. MLSS, Matti Lindholm Shaving Supplies, and then they have the ingredients, the name, and how much product there on the bottom. And they also kind of watermarked the under label, which I thought that was really cool. If you're unaware of shaving with Raza, he has a great YouTube channel. Check him out as well. So does Matti. So does Marion the Barbarian. Check them all out. But he's the one who did the label. He's been doing a lot of artwork lately, and he's been absolutely killing it. I have this travel case and my razor in the travel case because I was on a camping trip, and I was going to use the Vector, but I didn't ultimately get to film anything. I was just having too much fun at the lake. Didn't have time for a shave. So we're using the Blackland Vector. That one blade leather case is actually the only piece of one blade products that I kept in the den. I gave away my one blade core. I gave away, wait a minute. I think I kept the one blade core, but I'll gladly sell it or give it away to a interested wet shaver. But I gave away the one blade hybrid, which is kind of like the next model up, the next higher tier. And I gave away the stand and the blades. I was not a fan of those one blade razors whatsoever. I never got the $400 model for obvious reasons. I didn't like the budget models. Why would I spend more with your company? If you can't make a decent budget product, what makes me think that you're going to make a good high-end product? Anyway, so I got rid of all my one blade stuff. Except for that leather travel case. I actually really enjoy that travel case. My Schick injectors fit in it. Obviously, my Artist Club style razors like the Razor Rock Hawk and the Blackland Vector fit in it. And my DEs fit in it just fine. So, it's a really nice little piece of kit. I was thinking of picking up one of those spearhead shaving. They're kind of like, they're not leather, but it's like a canvas travel case. And it's kind of like a trifold type situation where you could put your razor broken down, I believe, like 2-piece or 3-piece broken down, and then as well as like a pack of blades, a tuck of blades. So that's kind of cool. Let me get down here. I always have that little bit of hamburger that tries to come up from the neckline. That might not be an issue for everybody, but I like to clean it up. So, right now we have a nice low-level menthol chill. I don't think it's scary. I think most people can handle this level of menthol. And it's just a nice, enjoyable little hint of chilling sensation. And I love that. I love that about menthol. So the scent on this one, kind of like the drink, the beverage that it was modeled after. It is a straight up orange scent, but you do get a little bit of that menthol. I have got to clean this up. You do get a little bit of that menthol as well. So sometimes the scent, the natural scent of menthol will interfere with your the scent of the soap. And so I find menthol and citrus scents go really well together, and that's pretty much what this is. It's a vibrant, sweet orange scent. And then you do get just a little tinge of that menthol scent in there. And so I love it. I'm not one of those people that gets offended. Somebody's probably offended that I mispronounced that. But I'm not offended by the scent of menthol whatsoever. I absolutely love menthol. It can be a little bit disheartening when you have a fragrance that you absolutely love, but the artisan chose to put menthol in it, and maybe you might have preferred the menthol be left out. And, you know, in your personal opinion, you might think that the fragrance would have benefited from having no menthol. I understand that, but ultimately it's the artisan's choice, and it's your choice to buy the products or not. I'm just happy that I don't really get offended by the scent of menthol. It doesn't really bother me none. I should mention, TRC sent me this badass shirt. I'm trying to stand on my tippy toes, but it has a couple straight razors and a shaving brush. They just sent me that gratis. And that was pretty cool. Alright, against the grain. So like always, Matti's soap lathered up really well. It's performing really well. It's one of those high structure soaps. And all I mean by that is it's very voluminous. It's not a high density soap, but I find it has great slickness and about a medium density. So really simplistic ingredients, but this is one of those situations where the resulting product is actually better than you might have imagined just by reading the ingredients list. Wonderful. Haven't used the Vector in a while. Definitely missed it. I had Blackland on my mind, considering they did a lot of podcasts this past week. And so I look forward to their upcoming DE that they're releasing. It's going to be the most budget-friendly item in their arsenal. And from the sounds of it, keeping inventory should not be much of an issue once they get all the production worked out. And so that is absolutely fantastic news, especially for fans of Blackland and DE razors. Of course, this is all lip service until we see it in action, but we're going to assume that they follow through with what they're saying. And not just providing hype. Very nice shave today. Damn, that feels good. Alright. That will conclude the shaving portion. Let's rinse off, and then we'll get some aftershave. Matti doesn't have aftershave products yet. I really wish he would. It'd be cool if he made like a no alcohol aftershave splash. And although I like alcohol in my aftershaves, in order for me to get that product across seas, it would need to be without alcohol. So, considering that Matti has a lot of fans over here in the States, in North America, that if he made a non-alcoholic aftershave splash, I think that would go over really well. I'm not sure if that's something Matti's interested at this time, but maybe something to consider for the future. And if he decides not to, then we will just enjoy all the other products that we can get. His shaving soaps, his shaving brushes that he makes available through Marion the Barbarian. Again, we'll use the Lancaster towel, a staple of my everyday shaves. Lancaster just makes some of the highest quality shaving accessories. And I am a huge fan of Lancaster Razorworks. No other product gets used as much as my Lancaster gear. And how could they? Alright. So, that was a wonderful shave. I don't have the matching aftershave. As I was saying, those haven't been brought to production yet. So I'm going to be using Stirling's Mountain Man, which is what I brought to the lake with me, because at the time it was still going to be Stirling week. I was going to do my shave either Saturday or Sunday. I was just having too much fun at the lake, and I didn't ultimately get around to doing the shave. And I was fishing and relaxing, and then we were drinking, and you know, the whole 9 yards. But let me bring up Stirling's Mountain Man, based off Creed's Silver Mountain Water, a wonderful fragrance. Mountain Man is, without a doubt, one of the best aftershaves, or not aftershaves, one of the best fragrances that Stirling offers. Silver Mountain Water is a beautiful scent. I have a strong attachment to this scent. My hand soap that I have on the counter is Cremo Silver Water and Birch, which is based off of this scent. I have Mountain Man shaving soap, aftershave, bath bar, shampoo bar, like the whole works. I love this scent. Wonderful fragrance. Alright, we'll get the leftovers on the forearms, as always. Just put the cap back on this. So, Ecto Cooler, well done. I got a lingering menthol chill going, and that is nice, because I think it's going to be a hot one today. When the wife's not home, apparently the Roomba is going to try to interrupt my shaves. Anyhow, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate you watching. This was a good one. And cheers, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.